Sometimes they look at you like you did something wrong, you know? And we shouldn't feel like that. We shouldn't feel like that at all. Your mommy? Yes. Like, is that even a question? Like, I'm here with him. Like, obviously he's my son. You're like, what are you, Mom? It's like, no. It makes me feel terrible sometimes, you know? It's taught me how to be on top of everything, you know, how to sort of my I guess you can say my motherly instinct just came out, and it's been like that since, where I feel like if I can do it, anyone else can. Like, really, it's just about really getting on top of things and wanting to push yourself to do like everything at once. Of course, not everything's gonna come out the way you want, but it's empowered me a lot, because I took it on the side that, well, this is probably not what I was planning for the rest of my life, but it's here, and I'm gonna take it as it comes. So.
Where the rooms are a collection of our loves. This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place that I call my home. There is a house built out of stone.
Her name is Brenda Leon. 23 years old and raised in East Harlem, she is a multimedia journalism major, office manager, and volunteer dance teacher. Her family calls to her with the affectionate name Millie. But to her 5-year-old son, her name is Mama.
This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home.
Brenda represents one of the countless young Latina mothers associated with the National Latina Institute of Reproductive Health. This organization, unique to many others, addresses the current needs and policy demands of these young Latina mothers, rather than simply focusing on how to decrease this birth rate for the future, like many other organizations do. One of the policies that greatly speaks to Brenda is education.
Why don't you use the daycare at Lehman College?
We never really looked into it because my son is in kindergarten now. So because it is a daycare, I believe it's a preschool, probably 2 to 5 head start. But I know that from my previous college at the MCC, it was hard for me to sort of enroll my son and then have to bring him every day to come to school, even if I didn't have class. So that just sort of makes it a little harder.
Okay. So what do you wish that Lehman College would offer to help you have an easier time, would you say?
For young mothers in general?
No, just specifically, as a mother and a student.
It would be pretty cool to have a daycare where if you had to study for a little bit, you can just, even if it doesn't matter the age of your kid. I don't even have that, but just generally, I found myself where I bring my son over with me when I have to enroll for classes, or if I have to finish assignments, I'll bring him with me, bring something for him to do, and just finish my work, and I'll watch him simultaneously. But it would be pretty cool to have a sort of center, a drop-off center, and you can finish your studies and pick him up with whatever time you need.
Some of the policies that the National Latina Institute demands include providing affordable child care that can be included in financial aid packages and family housing as part of affordable campus housing. Another proposal is the nurse-family partnerships for low-income first-time mothers. Through this provision, mothers will receive home visits from nurses for the first 2 years of their baby's life. This program will often meet mothers where they are at, especially teen mothers who may be in school or have little private home space if they live with family or friends. This program could be expanded to partner with schools to ensure that young moms in school have access to the program. There is another demand of the National Latina Institute to help young Latina mothers, but this time it does not come in the form of a policy. They demand for female empowerment.
Gone through this problem where I would need other people to, I guess, self-esteem issues, wherein even though outside of my community I feel like, yeah, I'm very capable and I'm very active and I like to be on top of things, but there's like the other internal side where sometimes I just be like, crap, I can't do it anymore, I give up. And when there comes to situations like this, like maybe they are right, maybe I shouldn't even be a mom or things like that, like it has its ups and downs, like it's not always good. And when I see my son sick, and again it comes back to the support system, like not everyone has that.
One of the ways that Brenda feels empowered is through her volunteer work as a dance teacher.
What about dancing specifically makes you feel empowered, you would say?
I focus specifically on Mexican folklore. So, because I am first generation Mexican American, I always felt like that was something that helped me get through my experience as a first generation. Like, I don't have a lot of family members here in New York City. Like I have my family, but there's like a lot of generation gaps. So I'm like technically the only person my age in my whole family. Like you'll have cousins that are a year older than you, but it's just sort of you grow close to them. But with dance, I felt like this is something that I have, this is something that I know, and something that I can teach other people. So that just sort of gave me more of an empowerment that it's sort of a refuge also.
Okay, cool. What influence do you hope to give on the students that are in your dance class that we saw before?
I really hope that they apart from influence, that they have some wider knowledge of where our families come from. Like a lot of our families are Mexican, and through dance, I feel like we've been given the opportunity to learn more about history, learn more about where we come from, and why we dance. And through all of that, I hope that in the future they have an initiative to go out and teach one or two steps, and share it with the whole community, because that's rooted sort of goes back on that far. It's not only religious celebrations where we dance, but also a spreading of the folklore of Mexico and its culture.
Now is the time to stop promoting preventive policies built on negative stereotypes and misconceptions of young mothers, and focus more on how we can support our young mothers to succeed and have as many opportunities as their peers. By demanding policies that take into consideration their needs as students, leaders, and people, we can ensure a bright future for our young women.
All women should have the opportunity to reach their goals and ambitions. Like, not just because you had a child, like it's over. And that mentality lingers, especially amongst our community, our Latino community, because we come from a very heavy machismo society where it's like, oh no, you're the housewife and you're gonna stay home and cook and clean and take care of the kids. And no, like it shouldn't be that way. Like women should feel empowered to want to be more than they can be. Like go on and beyond, and sort of they should have the opportunity to, corny as it sounds, reach for stars, because it's like you're a woman, and before anything you're a human being. So I guess that's just always been my mentality, that no matter whether you're a boy or a girl, like, you should have more. And not just because you have a child and you're a young mom, like, your life's just out there, like, never, you know. So I guess that's why. Yeah.